All right, let's take a trip back in time, way back, to a place that is just dripping with mystery and incredible grandeur, Teotihuacan. They called it the City of Gods, and you're about to see exactly why.
So let me ask you a question. When you think of ancient supercities, what pops into your head? Rome, maybe? Athens? Well, what if I told you that one of the largest, most influential cities of the ancient world was right here in the Americas? Yep, that city was Teotihuacan.
Our journey starts right here, on the city's amazing central street, the Avenue of the Dead. Now, this wasn't just some road. It was the absolute heart, the very pulse of Teotihuacan.
I want you to think of it like the city's spine. Every single major monument, every temple, was deliberately, perfectly lined up along this main axis. It was this powerful architectural statement, you know? It was designed to guide your eyes, and maybe even your spirit, straight towards the city's most sacred places.
And the scale here is just staggering. This avenue runs for 2.4 kilometers. That's a mile and a half. Can you even imagine the level of planning and coordinated labor it took to create something this massive? It was absolutely designed to make you feel small, to impress upon you the incredible power of the city and its gods.
You know that kind of grim name, Avenue of the Dead? Well, it wasn't given by the people who actually lived here. Nope, it came centuries later from the Aztecs. See, they were a whole different civilization that stumbled upon these magnificent ruins long after Teotihuacan was abandoned. And when they saw all these huge platforms lining the street, they just figured they had to be tombs for ancient kings. And that created a legend that's stuck around to this day.
So as we continue our walk, we come to our first major stop, and believe me, you cannot miss it. It's the Great Pyramid of the Sun, and it just looms over the entire landscape. Now this wasn't just a building. No way. This was the religious epicenter of the entire city. Built way back around 200 AD, this massive structure was the main stage for their most important rituals. You know, to build something on this scale, it tells you this was a highly organized society, one that was capable of pulling together immense resources for a single sacred purpose. So just how big are we talking? Well, it's over 65 meters. That's 214 feet tall. To put that into perspective for you, that's basically a modern 20-story building constructed entirely by hand almost 2,000 years ago. Just incredible. And to put that in a global context, check this out. The Pyramid of the Sun is the third largest ancient pyramid in the entire world. The only ones bigger are the Great Pyramid of Cholula, which is also in Mexico, by the way, and of course, the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. All right, now we head to the northern end of the avenue, where the second great monument of Teotihuacan is waiting for us, the Pyramid of the Moon. And this one has a fascinating little secret.
So while the Pyramid of the Sun absolutely dominated the city center, the Pyramid of the Moon acted as this grand anchor at the northern edge. It was another critical ceremonial site, and experts believe it was dedicated to the great goddess of Teotihuacan, a deity of water, earth, and fertility.
Okay, but if you look at the numbers, you'll see a bit of a puzzle. At 43 meters tall, the Pyramid of the Moon is actually quite a bit shorter than the 65-meter-tall Pyramid of the Sun. But when you stand at the base of the avenue and look towards them,
they look like they're the exact same height. It's this brilliant and completely intentional optical illusion. So the question is, how did they pull it off?
The secret is all about location. The builders of Teotihuacan were absolute masters of surveying. They built the Pyramid of the Moon on higher ground, so that its peak would perfectly align with the top of the Pyramid of the Sun when you look at it from a distance. Just an incredible feat of architectural planning.
As our tour comes to a close, let's just step back and reflect on what we've seen. This wasn't just some collection of buildings, right? This was a carefully planned cityscape, built to inspire awe and project power.
I mean, think about it. We've seen a central avenue that stretches for a mile and a half, the third largest ancient pyramid on the entire planet, and another pyramid that uses the natural landscape to create a perfect architectural harmony. This was truly a city that was defined by its monuments.
And all of that leaves us with the ultimate question. We see all the evidence of this magnificent city, one of the most powerful in the ancient world, built on a truly monumental scale. And yet we still don't know for sure who its people were, what language they spoke, or why, after centuries of dominance, they just vanished. It's the ultimate mystery. What do you think happened to them?